What's up, guys? I'm glad to have you back. So I found out that trading with signals on COINVID is actually much more better than actually trading on your own, okay? And that actually made me to find this particular good signal group right here. They actually have a specific time they actually drop their signals, okay? So right here on this group, signals are dropped about 5 times every day, around 4:30 a.m., 6:30 a.m., 8:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m., and 2:30 p.m. on a daily basis. Okay, so the time is currently 2 o'clock right now as I'm recording, and I'm going to be using this particular signal to actually make at least 20 USDT profit from the COINVID platform live for you to see. Okay, so right here on my balance I have about 217 USDT, and I've been talking about this platform for a very long time now, and this platform have been in existence for over 2 years, and people have been making money from it from time to time on the platform. Okay, so I've gotten a lot of good reviews, a lot of positive reviews, and I've also gotten negative reviews. But then the positive reviews are actually more than the negative reviews, and that's because everyone actually try to find a strategy that works for them on the CoinVid platform. Okay, and I've actually talked about a lot of different strategies that you can actually use to make money right here on CoinVid. And one thing I always say is that if you are going to be making money from the CoinWave platform, please don't get greedy. Set a daily target of an amount you want to make depending on the amount of your capital, and actually don't rush things here if you're going to be earning here, okay? And if you're hearing about the CoinVid for the first time, so this is actually a gaming slash a trading platform where you can actually trade binary options right here. And you can also play games to actually make money. Okay, so the games are very easy to play and they are very simple, and I'll be showing you live how to play them and make money in this video. Okay, and another thing about the CoinVid platform is that it comes with a lot of amazing bonus. For example, whenever you actually make your daily first deposit, you actually get about 20% bonus on any amount you deposit from 10 USDT and above. So basically means if you deposit 10 USDT here, you get about 2 USDT bonus for depositing 10 USDT. And if you actually play the games for some time, or if you have been playing the game, you can actually withdraw your bonus and your earnings. Okay, so I'll be dropping the link of the CoinVid platform in the description section below, and also the link to this signal group. Okay, now before we proceed, I would like you to note that this is not a financial advice. Okay, now right here on this channel I basically talk about different ways I make money online and actually make videos about it, and I want you to understand that different things actually work for different people. Okay, and there are a lot of updates out there on my channel that I've actually talked about that have actually helped a lot of people to make money. So people actually go with the one that is actually very okay with them and comfortable with them. Okay, so if you're going to be diving into this, only dive in with what you can afford to risk, because you know anything that has to do with cryptocurrency or anything that has to do with trading has to do with risk, and you only try things like that with what you can afford to risk. Okay, so with that said, let's talk about the earning process. Okay, so right here I'm going to be playing a game live. If I click on game right here, we'll be playing the red green. Okay, and we'll be playing these using this signal group. All right, so we're just going to wait for the time for the signals to actually start dropping, and then I'm actually going to show you how to do that. All right, so there's also a chart right here on this particular signal channel that you can use depending on the capital you have to actually help you to manage your risk and help you earn effectively on the platform. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of people know how to use this table, and I'm still going to elaborate on it before the end of this video. Okay, so I'm just going to wait for the 2:30 p.m signals to start dropping, and we're going to see how we make at least 20 USDT profit using the signal. Okay, so guys, the time is 2:30 p.m and it's time for the signal, and the first signal have been dropped right here, which says in this period ends with 811, we should select the color green. Okay, so we're just going to come here. We are already in the period. Okay, so select the color green, and this time around, because of my capital, I'm going in with 3 USDT. Okay, now I'm doing this because I have a large amount of capital right here, and based on my experience, I feel starting with 3 USDT is actually okay, so that I can actually hit the target of 20 USDT live in this video. Okay, and I'm doing it mainly because I want to actually hit a target live in the video. All right, now guys, the result is out, and you can see we just got the green we actually selected. And if I click on game records right here, you can basically see it right here. Okay, we got 2.8 USDT by actually playing with 3 USDT. All right, so the next signal says we should go with the red. So we'll come back here, we'll select color red, and then we'll go with 3 USDT again, and I'm going to confirm this. So we're just going to wait for this countdown. All right, and the result is out, and we got a green instead of a red. Okay, so this is something that can actually happen, and I'm actually happy it actually happened right now in this video, so that you can see what I'm going to do next to actually make sure I'm in profit. Okay, so I'll come back here and go with the next signal, which says I should go with color green. Okay, so I'm going to select the color green, and this time around I'm going to double the previous 3 USDT I placed previously. Okay, so I'm going with 6 USDT, and this is so that I can actually in back my 3 USDT and also make sure I make an additional 2.8 USDT profit. Okay, so let's wait for the result. So here we go, and instead of green we got a red. Okay, so this is actually bound to happen. Let's come back here to the signal group, and it says the next stage we should go with the color red. Okay, so select red, and I'll go 12 USDT this time around. I'm just going to confirm this. So this is why if you want to actually play the game, it's good you use this chart. Okay, so in this chart you have up to 8 stages right here, and each stage, depending on your capital, let's say you have a 50 USDT capital, you're going to be starting with 0.1, and if it does not give you a win, you double up and go with 0.3 in the next phase. If it doesn't give you a win, you go with 0.7. So this will actually make sure you are in about 0.1 USDT profit for each win you actually get. Okay, so let's head back now and actually check out. So guys, the result of the previous one is actually out, and we actually got a red, and you can see right now we are at 222 USDT. Okay, so basically here is it right here. So let's come back here, let's use the next signal. So the next signal says we should go with red, so I'll come back here, I'll select the red, and I'll start all over with 3 USDT, and I'm going to confirm this. So I'm doing this live so you can basically see it, and remember my target is a 20 USDT profit doing this. Okay, the result is out, and we got a green. Okay, so this to tell you the signal is not actually 100%, but at least 70% sure. Okay, so we have the next stage saying we should go with a green, so we're going to double up this time around with 6 USDT. We'll confirm this, and let's wait for the result. And here we go with the result. We got a green, guys, and that was actually a win. And right now we are 225 USDT. Okay, so when I started we are 217 USDT, and within few minutes we are 225 USDT. So we'll come back here for the next signal. So the next signal says we should go with the color green. We'll come back here, we select green, and then we go with 3 USDT all over again. We'll confirm this. Okay, and remember I'm only using 3 USDT for a start because I had a capital of 200 USDT and above. Okay, if your capital is about 100 USDT, you can start with 2 USDT or 1 USDT. Your capital is 50 USDT, you can start with 0.5 USDT, or you can use the chart I just showed you in the group. Okay, so the basic thing is to make sure you're in profit. Okay, so the result is out, and we got a green this time around, and we are 228.5 USDT. Okay, so we'll come back here, wait for the next signal. Next signal says we should go with green, so we'll come here, we'll select the green, I'll go with 3 USDT. So you can see I'm actually making some profit little by little doing this. Okay, here we go with the result. We got a red, so come back here now, wait for the recovery signal. Says we should go with red next. Okay, so we'll go with red, we'll go with 6 USDT this time around. So this is how you basically do it. Okay, and here we go, we got a green instead of a red, and this is bound to happen. Okay, so it's just a logical way of earning right here. Okay, so we're going to go with a red, and then this time around 12 USDT. So confirm this. Okay, and here we go with a red, guys, and you can see we are up at 230 USDT. So we flipped 217 to 230 USDT so far using this strategy, and you can check out my records right here as I'm doing it live for you to see. Okay, and basically so far so good, we've gotten just 3 consecutive loss so far. Okay, so I'm going to go with the next couple of signals to make sure we actually make our 20 USDT profit. Okay, so right now we're in about 10 USDT profit, so I don't want this video to be too long, so I'm just going to pause this now, and once I actually hit our target of 20 USDT profit, which is 238 USDT, I'm actually going to proceed. Okay, and you can see this was actually a win too, guys. This is also a win, and after playing the games for a few more minutes, you can see I've successfully hit the target of 239 USDT. Okay, you can see I've successfully hit the target, and I've even made about 21 USDT profit live in this video. And this is just to show you how to basically use this signal group and how you can basically earn. Okay, and with my experience with the signal group today, the longest amount of consecutive loss I've had is actually 3, and you can see because I'm using this strategy I'm still in profit. Okay, I'm able to recover back the loss, and I'm also able to stay in profit. Okay, so that's the idea of actually earning money right here. Okay, and you also set a target. Okay, now the reason why you're setting a target is so that whenever you hit your target, you actually take profit. Okay, like in this video, when I started, I set a target of 20 USDT, and when I hit it, I'm actually going to take profit by actually withdrawing 20 USDT right now. Okay, and I'm also able to achieve this because of my high capital, but that does not mean you should carry all your funds and put in here to actually play the game to actually earn. Okay, you only put in what you can afford to risk. All right, and because I've been earning on the COINVID for a very long time, I'm able to risk 200 USDT on this to actually make money. Okay, so right now I'm going to take profit. I'm going to withdraw my 20 USDT, and I'm going to be withdrawing this using the TRC20 network. Okay, so right now I'm going to click right here where we have withdrawal address, and you can see I have my withdrawal address already added here. Okay, so I'm just going to select it this way, and I'm going to put in the amount I want to withdraw, which is 20 USDT. Okay, so I'm going to be charged a withdrawal fee of 0.5 USDT, so I'm just going to add my withdrawal fee to this. So the exact amount I'll be receiving is 20 USDT. So I'll put in my fund password right now, then I'm going to click on the withdraw button right here, and it says success, and 20 USDT has been deducted from my balance here. Okay, so I'm just going to give this time to actually arrive, and the withdrawals don't actually take time. Okay, and right now guys, I just got a notification from Binance, so I'm just going to open this right now. And if you look at the last deposit I just received right now, you can see this is the 20 USDT I just withdrew. Look at the time and the date it actually arrived. Okay, so I'm just going to open this now, and this is it right here. So basically, withdrawals from the COINVID actually works. Okay, and this is a withdrawal proof right now. Okay, and withdrawal does not take time, so the COINVID does not hold any of your funds. Okay, as far as you've made your first deposit and you actually get the bonus and you play the game for 1 or 2 times, you can withdraw all your funds if you want to. Okay, so that's basically it for now, and you can also invite your friends right here. Whenever I click on the invitation, there are also a lot of bonus right there. You actually invite your friend right here, and they're also in here. Okay, and you make sure they're aware of how this basically work and everything they need to know. Okay, so I hope you find this very helpful, guys, and if you do, please don't leave without smashing the like button and subscribe to this channel, and I'll be seeing you guys on my next update. Have a nice day. Bye.